It's emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Chris is set. 19. Down, he's coming.
On first down, it's Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First down, Texans.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Single, slot, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception here, Rivers. Oh, he's going to air it out right over. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Watson. Big hold of the 30. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Houston.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Now it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Out. Slam. Hey, alert 3, alert. Run 80.
The give to Taylor. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. He's at the 30, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
An exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Left.
They'll run with Taylor. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Black 390! Black 11! Hey, check. Red, white 89!
First down, Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Here's Taylor. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Muscles by at the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
On first down, Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. The
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Rivers. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Kill, kill, kill. Check now.
Hey, here we go.
And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And an alley to run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Cluster. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Hey, Haywood.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Texans, first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Black 15!
It's our time. It's our time.
White, 80 hot! 80 hot!
3rd and long for Rivers. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Got his man, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, you got three, three down.
The final shot before the break. Watson. It's complete. Stills. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they'd burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
12. Wait, 89.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down now. It's Taylor looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
They're 180. 380. Q.
41's the mark.
300.
On 3rd down, Rivers looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin the drive with Johnson. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
We play for wins. Let's go.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Taylor, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
Ready. Black 11.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch
Q.
3 down. Mike 41.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like when we talked about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Here's Johnson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd and 10, Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Zachary 90, black 15. Buffalo 1, Buffalo 1. White, black.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Now Taylor. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 26. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Watson now to throw. And Stills bringing it in. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Check 13. Check 13.
A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Reset. 19.
Keep 15. Keep 15. Single, single.
On first down, it's Watson, rolling to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Still's the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans get a bit closer. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out there?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On first down, Taylor. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. A kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.